All right, ladies and gents, welcome. And man, I just got like this big rush of happiness. Not that I don't always have a rush of happiness when I cast for you guys, but this is going to be a great game. We've got an awesome matchup. We've got two really fun, entertaining players to watch. And then we also have a great Civ matchup. A Civ matchup that should get you out of your seat. Okay, not really. We've got Lithuanians here for DauT. Lithuanians start with a bunch of extra food. They've got the speedy spearmen and skirmishers, and they have the awesome knights. And then on this side, we have Nikov playing as the Magyars. And Nikov is one of my favorite players to watch with like little nerdy micro movements. Nerdy in this case is always a compliment, right? Being able to use one or two units for maximum value. And what better civilization to have for maximum value than the Magyars? The civ that gets the cheaper scouts, but also gets the forging upgrade for free in Feudal. And then, of course, iron casting and blast furnace later on. I think this is definitely the classic case of like Magyars having the better like power spikes, right? Like cheaper scouts and forging coming in for free. That alone is a better power spike than Lithuanians have. But Lithuanians are just better overall. Having more food in the bank allows you to try a lot of different strategies and do different things. Also having the good trash units to invest into in the late stage is good. There's other bonuses too, right? Like the tankiness of their trash units can improve. They've got a unique unit we could talk about. They get +1 attack on their monks per relic collected. But I won't go too in depth because I think the last thing I just mentioned is going to be the big talking point in Castle Age. You would essentially need to get 2 relics. Well, hold on. Well, let me just back up and say it's going to be a lot about fighting for relics in this game. And sometimes when you're up against the Lithuanians, you don't even try and play a standard game. You don't even try and boom at all. You just make more knights than them and try and kill them and go crazy. So we'll see. Also going to be very curious to see how DauT plays. I don't get to cast DauT in ranked too frequently, but when I do, it feels like we always have entertaining moments. Nikov, though, has been... I mean, right now, he's like 250 or 300 elo higher than DauT. So DauT's rank... Like, DauT is like 30 points below me right now. Like, his rank isn't that great. I think he's trying to get in shape for a qualifier at the moment, so... Obviously, you'd expect him to bring a really high level. But 300 elo gap, if you were to remove the names from the equation, normally that means big advantage for the player at the higher end of the elo spectrum. So I started to notice my throat's getting a little bit sore. So I'm going to take some pauses here or there just to drink some water. I don't normally have a lot of dead air. I'm always talking. And in fact, I feel very uncomfortable if I even stop to take a sip of water, but that's not good for me, guys. So yeah, let me just drink some water here. Okay. There we go. Hey T90, discovered your videos by accident a couple of years ago. Always loved community games. Decided to play AoE again because of your content. Lel helped me a lot, and I'm hovering around 900 elo. Nice. That's cool. Hey, we'll have Kami games on Friday. This Friday and next Friday. We will miss the Friday before Christmas. But if you want to try and get in, we'll have it here. I never get tired of hearing stories like that. Also... First time I'm standing while casting. And standing is more exhausting than I thought it would be while casting. I'm not that out of shape, or so I thought. My body's already like, dude, why are you doing this? You haven't done this in the 7 years you've been doing this. This is uncomfortable. All right, so let's look at Nikov's scouting. Nikov, amazing scouting. He sees everything. Actually... I lied. He doesn't see where the wood's being taken. He hasn't confirmed that. But he could see in the fog that DauT is still pushing in an ostrich. And then DauT scouting. Well, he hasn't scouted Nikov at all. But this could come down to the fact that he assumes that Nikov's going to go for scouts. There was a time, guys, where everyone went for a scout build. It was just scout versus scout. And then you'd be like, when is this person going to switch into archers? When is this person going to add spearmen, etc.? These days, you actually see scouts less frequently than you see other things like men-at-arms and archers, so... Always nice when you see a scout battle, but at the same time, if it's a scout v scout battle, I feel like I prefer the Lithuanians because of the faster spearmen. Like, they'll probably both add spearmen, but it's going to be more work for Nikov to avoid the spearmen than it will be for DauT. Anyways, they both hit the Feudal Age. Pretty much the same build orders. A DauT floating a lot more food, though. Mainly due to starting with more food. DauT adds a stable there on his berries. And then we've got same thing here for Nikov. And the scout from Nikov. Again, he's going to have to run fast, man. That little dude can move his legs. Did not skip leg day or, like, run day or whatever. Cardio day. There we go. Like me, apparently. It sounds like getting a stand-up desk was a good thing. Well, so the funny story is, for people out there that haven't heard this, I have actually had this desk, the very desk that I'm now standing next to, or in front of as I'm casting. I've had it since 2018. I think it actually might have been 2017. Like, I've had it for 4.5 years. The problem is, when you've got 3 monitors, 2 PCs, you know, audio equipment, keyboards, you know, what have you, it becomes really, really tough to stand up with it. Because if you stand up with it, the wires get pulled out of the freaking wall. Which may or may not have happened to me when I tried it. So I never really had the setup situated so I could do it conveniently. And wow, as Nikov goes for like the full wall over here, which is ridiculous. But we'll see if he can complete it. Anyways, now I'm able to do it. So we made the switch to be able to record in 4K. We switched the microphone so it's a lot more convenient for me. And obviously, I think it sounds pretty much on par with what it sounded like before. This is really awkward. It'd be so funny to me if Nikov's villagers path out of the gate. So what he should do is he should command his villagers to go here after the gate. And then, yeah. Okay, so I guess he locks it so his villagers don't open it. But I've seen that happen before. But Nikov with these crazy walls. He's going to secure his berries, his gold, some stone. Hey, you could even take some extra hunt over here. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it. I would do it. Anyways, here come the scouts. I was going to say Viper because in my mind, I was like the only player that would actually take that hunt is Viper. But what I was trying to actually say, and my brain was disagreeing with my tongue, is that DauT sent all that spearmen forward. He was trying to force aggression with the spearmen, but wasn't able to really get it done and loses a villager there. The 4K video looks super crisp on the TV. Awesome. I'm so pumped about that, man. And just to clarify for people, I mean, we're still looking at comments and whatnot, but the cool thing about it is it doesn't have to come at an expense for other people who maybe can't load 4K or can't load 1440. The quality of 1080 is on par with, if not slightly crisper than what I had the whole time, you know, over the past however many years. So it's just like kind of a big improvement for everybody. I don't think Nikov is going to get to kill any more villagers in this town. There's spearmen posted up everywhere. Nikov, though, he won't be too bothered about that. He's heading over to gold. No doubt planning on going to the next stage. And DauT, this is DauT in ranked games, man. Like, he's just full of extremes when he plays. And he loves the market. And he probably feels like he could be behind because his opponent's walled. He might even be like, I can't even bother to wall this. Forget it. So he's going to sell his stone. And he's going to buy some food. And he's going to try and get Castle Age a little bit faster than Nikov. And then turn that into the next part of his strategy. DauT loves the market, man. I was watching him play, I think, yesterday. And he's like, well, we do the thing we always do when things go wrong. Just drop the market with 4 villagers. Okay. Anyways, DauT's going to try and break in. Obviously, it should be no damage there. We have 1 kill, 1 death overall in this game. DauT clicks up. Now, the difference, guys, when you, when you compare the positions, is that DauT won't be able to make town centers. That's the main thing. However, Nikov doesn't really have a great base for town centers, right? Like, I guess you could drop a town center here. But, like, where are you going to drop town centers in the back here? Maybe here for the wood? You're still giving up this gold and this stone, and you're still giving up this gold. So he's going to make military, don't get me wrong, but I think the most important thing for him is going to be sniping any monks and stopping DauT from getting relics, because if Lithuanians get 2 to 3 relics, you can't really compete with their knights. We'll look at DauT's scouting now, and he does see these relics, and it'd be a pretty natural move to send a monk to the left at some point. And DauT is adding more spearmen, so I don't think we're actually going to see the knights. I don't think we'll see the push for the relics. This is why Lithuanians are tricky, man, because they don't have to go knights. And he's going to go pikemen. And it almost feels like he wants to go for a little bit of a siege push here against Nikov. And Nikov's adding more scouts. Always a great move if you think your opponent's going to be going for the relics. And he sees the spearman, and he's going to check it too. He's like, wait, something's a little fishy here. Now Nikov will get iron casting in 50 seconds when he hits Castle Age. But, I mean, the siege could really be a problem, and as could the spearman. It's so much work for Nikov. I said it in Dark Age, I'll say it again. So much harder to play in Nikov's position. And there's the monastery first for DauT. I'm not the biggest fan of that. You see a lot of scouts. I feel like, you know, getting a ram out to ram down the stables and pressure could be more valuable than a monk. But normally you do both. So that's probably what he's thinking. DauT has to be careful with his base still. I mean, he has 1 spearman on every single area, and that made sense in Feudal Age, but I'm not sure that makes sense in Castle. And Light Cav's on the way for Nikov, and I would just fight it off. Yeah, look what the extra attack can do. And so DauT obviously is going to abandon this area, but he gets pikemen, and I guess he killed 2 scouts, and Nikov now cancels Light Cav. Still no siege yet for Mr. DauT, and Nikov was expecting it. He even dropped the tower there. And yet again, as I said before, so difficult for Nikov to keep things together. And he's also trying to get a little bit of a rewall over on this side. And he's going to try and stonewall it because he can't deal with pikemen and knights right now. He doesn't have pikemen of his own. And here comes DauT with the monk, and this monk can do a little whoa, whoa from side to side. DauT, you want to fake it. It's like, I'm going to convert you. Get angry. Purr. Okay, he's not switching targets, which is actually a big deal. You really want to switch targets there. Nikov feels like he's got enough hits. And Nikov now goes to the monastery. So now what do you want to do? Do you want to save your church? Do you want to save your buddies, your pals? Or do you want to break in and convert other people? And good job from Nikov. Like, DauT is pretty much determined I'm probably not going to get through there. And now Nikov makes sure of it. Monastery is halfway down, guys. And the scout, what? Wait a second. Okay. We are going to do an instant replay of this moment. And I believe I know what happened, but it doesn't mean that I don't feel bad for Nikov. Nikov is playing out of his mind right now, okay? He comes in with a scout. He gets 1 hit, 2 hits. Okay, that should be a kill. I thought, see, sometimes the game will still play the hit sound, but the animation was canceled too early. That's a scam, dude. Right? It looked like a full hit to me. Let's try it again. Normal speed. 1, 2. That's 3 hits. That monk should be down. Oh my God. What? What? Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm so... I can't believe what I just witnessed, man. DauT can never complain about unluckiness with monks again. What? What was that? Yeah, that monk is literally Jesus. So the monk somehow survives, and I still think I need to analyze this again. And then DauT gets the most instant conversion I've ever seen in my life. And now Nikov's sitting back here like, are you kidding me? Oh my God. Wow, what a crazy swing. And now, like, DauT's like, well, this is not too bad, this whole monk thing. I like pikemen, I like Lithuanians, and this is a fun spot to be in. So he's going to grab 1 relic for now. But dang, so, you know, I'm going to review that later. That conversion was so fast that Like, conversions that fast can happen usually if you've already started a conversion on another unit and then you switch targets. Now, the way conversions work, and look at DauT, he's going to take the relics home. That's really smart. But the way, you know, that was so fast, it almost felt like it was like that rare time, because conversions have min-max conversion times. So that means minimum, maximum. Sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it takes less. But, like, they changed the min-max last year. So the min possibility isn't quite as crazy. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. But anyways, I like the fact that DauT is moving away. And oh, boy. Oh, boy. Give me all your knights. Give me all your knights, says Nikov. And I meant DauT when I said that. But anyways, yeah, you can see 2 monks did go down. But DauT bought some stone and built a TC. And DauT's got this lead right now that it's going to be hard for him to let go of. Wow. I wish monk conversions are more of a set thing rather than random and hope. Well, what we just saw there was extreme. What we just saw there doesn't happen all the time. And if that happened all the time, it'd be a problem. I still need to go back and look at it. Because if he didn't, like, pre-charge that monk on anything else, that is one of the fastest conversions I've seen in, like, 2 years. That used to happen every once in a while. But they you know, they balanced it out so it wasn't quite as crazy. Because it's at a level now where conversions can make such a big difference in the game. Whereas, like, back in the day, you could recover from a lot more. So the devs did do a good job. Like, they did do a really good job there. I'm actually really happy with monk balance right now. I think things are pretty balanced, and I don't think there should be any negative changes towards monks. And this is kind of a funny side piece here. DauT lost his monastery, but he lost a bunch of houses. And he actually got a little bit pop capped due to that. But he's just going to fall back now. He's got 2 relics. He's probably going to look for more. Nikov's sending scouts out. How many scouts has he made in this game? And he's going to look for those relics because he doesn't want DauT to have them. But it feels like DauT could find this one at least. So you've got the speedy pikeman. But then you've also got the extra attack on your own knights. This is insane, man. Yeah, also, you have to... For anyone who still doesn't agree with me thinking that the monks are in a good spot right now, you also do have to have some level of randomness, because if it becomes something that players can calculate, players will know when to delete their units if a conversion's coming in. And it's definitely at a point now where you can sense it and calculate it out pretty well. Oh my goodness, DauT with no reaction. Oh, Nikov's still in this game. Nikov's still in this game. Hello? DauT? No reaction there whatsoever. And oh my goodness, he's going to get massacred on this wood line. I mean, I guess he's sending pikemen over there, but look what Nikov did. Lured that one away. Might even kill that pikeman on the hill because Magyars still have all that extra attack, remember? And DauT drops TC number 4. It's in, like, the same exact spot. And now Nikov's slowly creeping out a little bit. But, I mean, for Nikov, his economy is really good, but it's like 1 TC eco. He's got 13 villagers in queue right now. And DauT is going to be able to stabilize. DauT still has the lead. 5 total villagers have been killed in this game. We'll see if it gets higher than that. Nikov's got to realize how many vills he has in queue right now. He's got to unqueue some of that. Remember, Nikov played defensive. Nikov invited the pressure. This is a great game because DauT saw that, and DauT said, all right, I've got it. That knight is going to switch sides. There you go. I think what you need now if you're Nikov is you need siege. A little surprised to see him adding so many monks. I guess you could convert pikemen, but I feel like some siege would be really valuable to take care of the pikes. DauT's got a scout there, protecting that relic. Checking DauT's point of view right now. He does not know about the relic in his base. And he's looking for a relic over here, which he will not find. This is smart, though, from DauT. He's trying to pick off any possible reinforcements that are here. Whether that be monks or whether that be knights. And he's going to find a monk. Great job. And meanwhile, over here, you've got the monks trying to convert pikemen. But, like, you don't worry about losing pikemen to monks. What you do worry about, though, if you're DauT, is you're losing your whole economy to knights! This is the most DauT game ever, man. This is an amazing game. I love watching this guy play. I mean, hey, he's still going to clean it up in the middle, but his eco is getting massacred at home. 20 villagers killed from Nikov. DauT's got all the tools. DauT's got the best army. DauT's got probably going to have more relics, but he just can't keep his villagers safe, man. And here he goes. Here he goes, people. He's sending villagers forward. He, I think, might have even bought some of that castle. You could see the market abuse on the left side, buying food, buying things throughout the whole game. DauT is going to try and drop a castle to finish this game. If this castle goes up, surely this game is over, right? Like, there's not a lot left from Nikov to be able to raid DauT's eco. This is right next to all the stones and golds. And this castle's going to go up. DauT's known for his castles. He takes risks at times. But this castle, he's clearly learned. You've got to send quite a few villagers to finish it. I don't know what you do here for Nikov. Like, that's such a tough castle to deal with. You ideally would have to avoid it and defend back here. And that's just not going to happen. DauT still has more villagers than Nikov. He now can make Latis as well. And Latis are a pretty sick unit to mix in, especially when you've got some relics. I mean, the castle fire is going to destroy a lot of the buildings and the villagers. And DauT's going to drop another castle. He's going to go for another one. He's like, you want to stay behind those walls? Well, go ahead, buddy. And Nikov probably just can't believe it, man. He killed so many villagers in this game. He's killed over 30 vills. But DauT has created more. DauT has controlled the game more. And Nikov taps out and calls the GG. It's such a bait sometimes when you play against the Lithuanians. You just assume and say they're going to go for the relics and go knights. And DauT didn't do that. I mean, he did eventually make knights, but he took advantage of the speedy spearmen instead. So you've got like the eco threat of Vietnamese. What's wrong with my brain? Let's back up. You've got the eco threat of the Lithuanians, but then they've got this like 1-2 punch, and the pikeman choice was perfect there. Now, I also think that one fight that Nikov ended up taking after he didn't kill the monk, and then after he got his knight insta converted, I think that was a big problem for him. I felt like the game was still somewhat manageable from there. But I think we have to go back and look at that, though. I still do not understand it. Okay, this is it. So let's rewatch this and tell me if this makes any sense. Okay, so the monk's going to come over this way. Now, I'm not blaming the loss on this either. I think Nikov could easily still lose the game, regardless of how this goes. This, to me, seems like 3 hits. That seems like 3 standard hits. That should be a kill. I'm not sure what happened there. And then that conversion was not a charge. That was as instant a conversion as I think I've seen in like 2 years since they made the change. Did the most recent patch change monks? Like, that's not even whoa, whoa, whoa. That's just whoa. Look. Whoa. And he switches. Again, you've got the pikeman there. You know, if the monk doesn't get a conversion, you know, whatever. I think, you know, still it's not a fight that Nikov wants to take. He doesn't have bloodlines, blah, blah, blah. I think we just witnessed 2 bugs with the patch. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. And to anyone saying that monk was charging, that monk's starting to convert on something over here. The second it starts to move a different direction, that charge stops. Because the monk came from right over here where it was just sitting and healing. So I don't... The conversion sped up if the unit is attacking a church. Yeah, they need to defend their monastery. True. Ah, makes sense. But that... I don't remember what the min-max time is these days, but I haven't seen a conversion that fast ever since they made a change to it a couple years ago. But dang. Yeah, maybe it was a target change. Should we look one more time? We're going to look one more time at this. The monk should have died in the first place. Okay, so this monk, was he ever converting anything? Okay, was converting a villager here. Villager runs away. It's still capture age shows you when there's still a target. Okay. Okay, it stops now. It can't convert. It's done. There's no target. There's nothing. Wait a second. Is it? It's so weird, man. Conversions are so weird. I want to see if the red dot above the villager changes when he clicks it over to that knight. This still shouldn't be a thing, in my opinion. Like, switching conversions is one thing, but he can't even see the unit, right? You can switch conversions when your original unit can still be seen. If the original unit has left, I don't think this is how it should work, or how it's intended to work. Okay, so she's got the red box on her head. Watch this knight when it changes. Yeah, so he just clicked it over here. So he saved that conversion time? Like, essentially what this means, guys, is that there's less of a time he needs to convert now because it's already saved up. That's wild, though. That's like such a big gap. Monks would be insane if they always worked like that. And then the conversion comes in right away. So I think that is a bug. I think the way I know how this typically works is the second that unit leaves the vision of the monk should no longer have anything in its sights because it doesn't see anything. I also think it was a bug that the scout didn't get the kill. But it was a good game, and I hope people enjoyed it. Sorry, I just can't stop. I'm still trying to investigate this. Okay. Boom. 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 Yeah. That's 3 hits. I mean, the monk in question should have never got a conversion in the first place. Something weird happened there. Poor Nikov, man. I'm sure Nikov... Actually, let me check. Guys, I'm going to check the balance. We have like a little balance room. I want to know if Nikov's in bug reports right now. That'd be so funny if he was. Nope, he's not. No, he's not. Okay, well, I'm going to have to say something. They're going to have to look into that because that's wild. But anyways, GG. Fun game.